I'd like to call this meeting of the Harriman City Council to order November the 5th, 2019. Before we get started, we'll have a prayer of Councilman Wright, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Councilman Wright?
Yes, would you join me in prayer? Our Father, as we meet here tonight to conduct the matters of business, we ask that your Spirit would guide our hearts and minds in the spirit of fairness and the right thought and speech. And may your supreme wisdom be upon our activities so that we may reach a conclusion of our affairs here tonight. We thank you for the privilege of meeting and for all your blessings that you have shown upon us. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, please.
Gerald Cook, Buddy Holly, Tim Johnson.
Here.
Kenny Me, Sam Russell.
Here.
Lonnie Wright.
Here.
I'd like to declare a quorum. Need a motion to approve the minutes of the October 15th, 2019 meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson.
Second.
Second by Councilman Wright. Councilman Johnson.
No, sir.
Councilman Wright.
No.
Call the roll, please. Oh, I'm sorry, wait a minute. Any corrections? Name call.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Need a motion to pay the salaries?
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Russell. Second by Councilman Holly. Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Councilman Holly.
No, sir.
The floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. Motion to pay the bills.
No.
Motion by Councilman Wright.
Second.
Second by Councilman Russell. Councilman Wright.
No, sir.
Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
The floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Buddy Holly.
Yes.
Tim Johnson.
Yes.
Sam Russell.
Yes.
Lonnie Wright.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, we'll hear from delegation. If you'd like to address the council, please stand, state your name, and limit your comments to 3 minutes. You want to talk to us, brother?
I can. Well, maybe I will. I'm sorry, I hate to come running in like this. I'm Bruce Knobloch with the Cornstalk Heights Historical Community Organization. And one of the things, I just drove down through Walden Avenue on my way back from work tonight. And I don't know if you've had a chance or if you go that direction at all, but you have to take a look at it. What it is previously the city had already installed new lighting in there, the LED double globes in the median there. And Kevin Helms had asked if the organization would consider doing a landscaping project. We did. We started working on it actually earlier this month, right after, I guess it'd be October, right after our drought. But we've got a group of rose bushes in the ground. Most of them are around the lamppost, but the most impressive thing are the flags that were just mounted today. And in addition to that, we're also putting in some redbud trees. I can see some of them were already installed. We wanted to get clearance from any utilities that may have been necessary, but it is very impressive to see. If you get a chance, go down Walden. The other thing is a week from Sunday, November the 17th, is when the Cornstalk Heights organization will meet at the current First Christian Church down at the corner of Cumberland and Morgan Street at 3 o'clock. That is for essentially a public meeting in order to discuss the purchase of the old First Christian Church at the same corner, just diagonal from the current church. This is something that we are looking for public participation. However, the voting of it will be by those members of the organization itself. But that's a very, if we can get your support, come out and see and discuss it. I have a presentation that's prepared so that you understand what the project is and what our intention is. Thank you.
What's that date again?
November 17th,
9 in the morning or 9 at night?
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock.
Yes.
Thanks, sir. Anyone else like to address council? If not, we'll go into reports. Harriman Utility Board.
Just wanted to start out with recognizing that Trunk or Treat was a huge success. I appreciate the city for teaming up with HEB and the other businesses that were involved. I thought it was excellent. We actually had over half our employees involved, and that's something I'm really proud of. I want people to know that Harriman Utility Board employees were a big supporter and enjoyed the event too. It was a lot of fun. The biggest news we have is regarding this Saturday night, beginning around 11:30 at night, lasting about several hours probably. We're going to have finally have our planned power outage we've been talking about for months. It's been postponed, delayed due to different reasons, and mostly because of the abnormally warm weather this summer. This is something that TVA is working on with us, that we were working with their schedule on. Anyone that wants to see if they are affected can do so by visiting our website. We've got the link posted on Facebook, but it can also be found on the homepage of our website, which is heb-tn.com. And we are also getting the alert sent to the news and radio stations. So hopefully everyone will get plenty of advance notice. The city may have noticed in the last few weeks we received an order from the state regarding a water and sewer rate study. I want you all to know that we have met our first deadline, which was October 31st. We've hired a rates consultant, and we're working on that. So that will help us to comply with the state order, and also just be a very good tool for HEB to use moving forward in our financial planning. Some good news in the water department. I can't remember if I mentioned this last month or not, but we were successful in receiving $525,000 grant from CDBG that will be used hopefully on new water meters this upcoming year. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. We want to thank you for the letting us be a part of the Trunk or Treat. This is the second year the city is co-sponsored with you all, and it was great. Great event. Look forward to next year. Already trying to find my costume, so I'm excited. Thank you. Public Works.
You sort of jumped the gun now, didn't you, man?
Well, you said move you up, so I moved you up.
Thank you, Mayor. We finished trimming up King Drive and Bennett Circle, trying to clean that area up a little bit. I'm hoping to be able to pave that area. Finished trimming, cutting at Riverfront Park. Trimmed trees on Tennessee Avenue. Trimmed and cut trees on Crescent, right there at Trent Street Church. Cut that big tree down with the help of HUB. They cut the big one for me, then we done our own cut. Trimmed the corner of Maple Street, trimmed trees on Walden Street to help Bruce with his new plants. Painted parking lights at our garage, our lines. Painted the stop bar and stop at Fisk Road, which you requested there. Graded and put 5 loads of rock for the mid-April fair. We cleaned our alleys, cleaned quite a few right-of-ways. Put 15 tons of asphalt out this month. Picked up tons of brush as usual. Picked up 10 orders of junk orders. We had some trees down during the storm last week. My boys, they done a great job on that. Late notice, we cleaned that Trunk or Treat. The boys done a good job on that. Put up some stop signs, put up some road signs. There's other things we've done, it's just not real bad.
About everything from Mr. Langer. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate all your guys do and what you do. And it was kind of late notice on the trunk or treat. It was just a little bit more overwhelming than we expected again this year, so we appreciate you all coming out and getting that cleaned up so quick. Parks and Rec.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody that come out for our David Webb celebration. We had 21 years. We celebrated on October the 18th, and a lot of you got to come out. Some of you didn't too, because we had fall break, but it's a good showing for a great man, David. And I think Councilman Wright wanted us to get it videoed, and I believe that Rome State come, and we'll be getting that video out. I think they're going to play it too, so I thank everybody for coming out for that. We had our football season ended up a couple weeks ago, and we had our banquet last night. Had a good showing. A lot of people come out last night. I appreciate coming out, Councilman Johnson coming out. I think Brian came out, and the kids really liked him coming out and talking to him about football, especially the one that's moving up, and working on basketball. Basketball sign ends up this week. We'll have to be picking our coaching. We're working on right now on our teams. Hopefully we'll have that done by next week. And big thing, Veterans Day, will be Monday. We're working with Joshua at HUB and American Legion. We're a bunch of us getting together with the high school. A lot of the high school students are coming down to Riverfront Park. That'll be November the 11th. We're going to start around 10 o'clock, so if anybody's not doing anything, we're looking for a lot of the students to come down and get on the roadways with flags as the veterans are coming down, going up to gazebo. So I think that's going to be a great thing too. The school's helping us with that. Also, we're working on something for Christmas. We're looking at December the 12th at one of the parks from 5:30 to 7:30. We'll hopefully have more on that too as it's coming up. And we're going to get some prices on the ice machine. The ice machine went out last year and they didn't get one yet, so hopefully here next month or so we'll have some prices on purchasing a new ice machine for the concession stand. That's all I got. Any questions?
Anybody have anything, Mr. Jones?
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. Library.
Connie and I spent last Tuesday in court all day long about the robbery, and the man got 45 days and 3 years, 3 years probation and 45 days. And of course, the restitution has not been determined completely. Still working on figuring out how much the door would be. It's one of the things I wanted me to find out more about, since it's a historical door. But of course, I'm not expecting him to ever get around paying restitutions, but anyway, it will be in the records. It's official that I have the tech grant. I told y'all that the last time, but now it's at the point that I'm actually allowed to spend money on it, so we'll start buying more technology this coming week. And I passed it all out about at the play we're going to have the Saturday after Thanksgiving, if anybody can come out for it. It's the library, but it's also a friends group along with the board that's putting this on. And we'll have dessert, and it's a radio version of It's a Wonderful Life, and it'll be at the American Legion. I'm in the process of applying for the top grant again. That's where the government gave us money to have computer classes. So hopefully I'll get that, and we'll be able to continue with our adult computer classes next year. Although it would be nice if we got more turnout, but we'll keep working at it and hopefully get more turnout. The children's programs are going great. We have the 3 homeschool programs and 2 different preschool programs. And Connie is getting names of people that's in nursing home that are veterans to send them cards and stuff, for the homeschoolers to send them cards and stuff for Veterans Day to celebrate that. And thank you to Cornstalk Heights for the roses that they placed in their yard too. They were beautiful. That's pretty much all I have right now.
Do you have any questions? Thank you, ma'am.
And we had fun at the trunk or treat too.
Dr. Curley.
We've collected 12% of our property tax to date. It's kind of slow, but November always picks up. We also collected all the delinquent motel tax that we had out. Due to the good help of Jessica, who's learning spreadsheets, we were able to identify and notify them through letters about what they owed. And they have all come in and caught up with suspected delinquencies. So good result. That's it.
Do I have any questions for Dr. Crowe? Thanks, sir. City Attorney.
I had a hearing October 15th in Chancery Court for the annexation case of Mr. Largent. And the ultimate result of that is Mr. Largent's going to be permitted to amend his petition. He has a couple more weeks to do that, and so when I receive it, I can pass it on to council. Otherwise, Mr. Largent and I agreed to set it for trial on February 20th of next year.
Do I have any questions for City Attorney? Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Combs.
Just a few events that I want to make you aware of that we have upcoming. This Friday, we have several events associated with the Dixie Lee Day that we'll be talking about here in a moment. But at 4 p.m. we'll be unveiling the new marker that was approved by the Tennessee Historical Society. That's on Oak Street out by the former elementary school, very near the intersection of Oak Street and Maple. So you can see the marker from that intersection. 6 p.m. We'll be downtown unveiling the street sign for the previously unnamed alley that we named in honor of Dixie Lee. That will take place at the parking lot at the old ER building. At 7 o'clock, there will be a couple of film historians who will be discussing her career at the Princess Theater prior to showing a movie, Love and Bloom, which is considered her most popular movie, and that will probably begin about 7:45 that evening. And also the local businesses will be open. It will be the last Friday nights on Rome Street. They'll be open until about 6 p.m. This week before they turn their attention towards the holiday season. So be sure to catch the last Friday nights on Rome and take part in these other events as well. December the 2nd, we do have Mary Street coming up, and this year we'll be showing a movie after that, adding some additional entertainment, and from what I understand, that's going to be Christmas Vacation. So come out for the lighting of the tree and stay for the movie. Should be a full evening. And on December the 5th, we have the Christmas Parade, and applications are available. So if you want to take part in that, go ahead and get an application, fill it out, and get it turned back into the city. Also, I haven't searched this to see if it's absolutely true, but something that I read the other day that came out from a company that markets flags indicated that this year is the 100th anniversary of the first Veterans Day, when it was declared a national holiday. So according to that, it was 1919 was the first official Veterans Day. As far as what we've been doing here in the office, three primary things that our attention has been focused on the last few weeks. That's trying to wrap up the paperwork for FEMA, working on paperwork for the LPRF grant for the splash pad, and also working on some different documentation and updates to our website that are required as part of the ADA transition plan that we have to have complete by the end of the year.
Do I have anything for the city manager? Thanks, sir. This time we'll go into new business. First item, discuss and possibly approve proclamation declaring November the 8th, 2019 as Dixie Lee Day in the city of Harriman. Kevin, will you read the proclamation, please?
Proclamation, City of Harriman, Tennessee, Office of the Mayor, honoring Dixie Lee. Whereas Wilma W. Wyatt, also known as Dixie Lee, was born in Harriman, Tennessee on November 4th, 1909 to Evan Wyatt and the former North Scarborough. Whereas Wilma Wyatt moved to Chicago and graduated from Shawn High School. While in Chicago, she adopted the professional name Dixie Carroll to enter an amateur singing contest in May 1928. Wilma Wyatt was spotted by a talent scout and given a part in a traveling company, Good News. A film contract was subsequently offered, and Fox Film Studio changed her name to Dixie Lee. Whereas Dixie Lee met Bing Crosby at the age of 20, and they married on September 29, 1930, at the Church of the Blessed Sacrament in Hollywood. Whereas Dixie Lee had 4 sons, Dixie Lee's most well-known film is Love and Bloom. In 1935, she retired from acting to be a devoted wife and mother, and on November 1st, 1952, Dixie Lee passed away from ovarian cancer. Now, therefore, I, Wayne Best, Mayor of Harriman, Tennessee, do hereby proclaim that the City of Harriman name a roadway after Dixie Lee in the alley that extends parallel to and between Walden Avenue and Queen Avenue. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand, cause this seal to be affixed on November 5th, 2019. Wayne Best, Mayor.
Motion to approve November 8th, 2019 to be Dixie Lee Day.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Johnson. Second by Councilman Wright. Councilman Johnson.
It'll be a great honor to do that for her. That's all I've got.
Councilman Wright.
Motion.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Buddy Holly?
Yes.
Tim Johnson?
Yes.
Sam Russell?
Yes.
Lonnie Wright?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item, discuss and possibly approve appointment to the Walden Ridge Zoning Overlay Design Review Committee. I think we're going to have 5 people on this committee. The recommendations that's come back from the people that have been meeting and talking about this, and most of y'all know this is over in the West Hills area. The names that have been recommended to be on this committee, Dr. Charles Curley, Brian Pridemore, Terry Day, and Denise Shaw. Need a motion to approve those 4.
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Russell, second. Second by Councilman Wright. Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Councilman Wright.
Good.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll, please.
Buddy Holly?
Yes.
Tim Johnson?
Yes.
Sam Russell?
Yes.
Lonnie Wright?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item, discuss and possibly approve proclamation for Red Ribbon Week for Roane County Anti-Drug Coalition. Kevin, will you please read the proclamation?
Proclamation, City of Harriman, Tennessee, Office of the Mayor, Red Ribbon Week. Whereas the mission of the Roane County Anti-Drug Coalition is to reduce youth substance use, to educate and raise awareness of alcohol, tobacco, and other drug issues, to promote community involvement and to strengthen community partnerships and prevention strategies in Roane County. Whereas the National Red Ribbon Campaign is the nation's oldest and largest drug prevention week and offers citizens and students of Roane County the opportunity to demonstrate their commitment to drug prevention and drug-free lifestyles by displaying red ribbons during this week-long campaign. Whereas the community of Harriman recognizes the need for drug prevention and further commits its resources to ensure the success of the Red Ribbon Campaign. Whereas the Red Ribbon Campaign was established by Congress in 1988 to encourage a drug-free lifestyle and involvement in drug prevention and in drug prevention and reduction efforts. Now, therefore, I, Wayne Best, Mayor of Harriman, Tennessee, do hereby proclaim October 23rd through the 31st as Red Ribbon Week and encourages the citizens to participate in drug prevention education activities not only during Red Ribbon Week, but all year long, making a visible statement that we are strongly committed to a drug-free Harriman, Tennessee, in witness whereof I have here unto set my hand and cause this seal to be affixed on November 5th, 2019. Wayne Best, Mayor.
Motion to approve. Motion by Councilman Holly. Second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Russell. Councilman Holly. Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Floor is open for discussion. Call the roll.
Buddy Holly?
Yes.
Joe Johnson?
Yes.
Sam Russell?
Yes.
Lonnie Wright?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Good evening, council members. My name is Ashley Freeberg. I'm a prevention coordinator with the Roane County Anti-Drug Coalition. Thank you so much tonight for honoring our proclamation. But tonight is about our youth, so I'm gonna have them step up and introduce themselves if they would like.
My name is Derek Diaz de Leon, and I'm in 6th grade.
You go to what, Harriman Middle School? Okay.
Hi, my name is Jolene Emily Yarnell, and I go to Harriman Middle School.
Hi, my name is Steven Simmons. I go to Harriman High School. I play football, and I'm a supporter of the Anti-Roane County Drug Coalition.
Hi, my name is Hannah Jeffers. I go to Harriman High School, and I'm in 10th grade. I'm a part of the HHS cheer team. I'm in the drama club, art club, and school campus beautification club. Thank you guys for having us.
My name is Chanel Kozar. I'm 17, and I'm a volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club.
So we just, again, wanted to say thank you guys so much. Again, this is about our youth. You know, part of our job at the coalition is to educate and empower our youth to live healthy, drug-free lifestyles. So with that being said, I feel like everybody before us and behind us, we each have a responsibility to advocate for the best interests of our youth. So today is one of those examples, so thank you so much.
I want to say thank you as well. We work really hard with the students, but you can see they're well represented from different sectors of their community, middle school, Boys and Girls Club, and the high school as well. So we can't do this without them, and really tonight is about them, so thank you.
Thank you, Council.
Appreciate it. Will you all come back up and get this here?
Oh, yes.
We appreciate all that you all do. We appreciate you young people for what you stand up for. And if there's anything that the city of Harriman can ever do for you all, our doors are always open, and keep looking straight up. Appreciate all you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you. Take care.
You too.
That's all the new business. We're going to comments. Councilman Johnson.
No, sir.
Councilman Russell.
No, sir.
Councilman Ryan.
No, sir.
Councilman Holly.
No, sir.
And I don't have anything tonight, so motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed, like sign. We have a workshop, so don't run off.